everybody, and welcome back to card number 3 from my online class. And this is for the month of October. I don't know if I've said that in the past too. But we are using the Kindest of Gnomes set. And all you had to do to get my class for free was order the Gnomes bundle using the host code that I would send you if you decided that you wanted to order the bundle. Okay, some other things that I added in was I used the rectangle shaped dies. I have it, this is how big it is. If you do not have the rectangle stitch dies and you just want to cut a rectangle, the shape is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So that's how big this piece is. So that's how big of a rectangle you would need to cut if you did not have the stitch dies. So that's something I pulled in. The other thing I pulled in was the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder. They are music notes. If you do not have this one and you have a different one, you may use that. Use whatever you have if you don't want to. I just thought this was cute for the back of the background. So let's get started. And so the first thing we're going to do, this is the card to show you. Isn't it awesome? It's so wonderful. I'm going to set this off to the side right now up here out of view because we're going to bring in the big guy, the big embossing machine. And we are going to do the embossing. So we need platform 1 and platform 4. The reason why we're starting out this way is we have some blending to do, and I just need these die cutted and cut before I can do that. So there is a big piece in there like this. It's a, I think it's the 4 in 1, 2, 3, yep, 4 by 5 1/4 piece that's in the kit. And so you're going to put that in like that. You're going to put down your platform 1. You're going to put your embossing folder in so that the folded side is going in the machine first, and then put platform 4 on top and run it through your machine. Okay. So we're done with the embossing folder. Now we're going to bring in the rest of the dies so we could do some die cut. So we need 1, 2, and 3. And we are going to bring in several little pieces. You need the ivory, or what is it called? Not ivory. It's called Very Vanilla. You need Very Vanilla. Let me get my dies over here so I can put what we're putting on it. You're going to take this little round die that looks like this. It's its nose. So you're going to put that one on there. You should be able to cut all this out at one time, by the way, too. Then you have a little scrap piece of navy, and you're going to put as little pants. There's a little pair of, I should show it to you again, little pair of pants. You want to put that on the navy. Then you have a square piece of scrap in there, and that is going to be for your whole beard and face like part. So you're going to put that on there. Then you have a piece of DSP. This is out of the gnome paper, that if you bought the whole bundle, you should have some of this. But you also have a piece in your kit. And you're going to put that down, and you're going to put your little hat on that. So we're going to put the hat on there. And then you're going to have a square piece of blue, Balming Blue cardstock, and you're going to put that down. And we are going to put the stitched framelit on that, and I'm going to tape this piece down. Ideally, you should put this through at a little bit of an angle, so I'm going to try to angle it on here as best as I can. It helps it from warping. If you put it through straight all the time, any of the rectangle dies, then they end up warping. But if you put them in an angle, it helps prevent them from warping. Then we're going to put our other platform 3 on top, and we are going to crank this through. Okay. And we're done with the big guy. Oops. Careful that your dies don't go flying like that. So let's see, we got all our little pieces here. There's our nose, our little pants. They're so cute. Our little hat here. Get rid of that and that. And then we have our little die-cutted shape, and you do not need the frame. We just want the shape. Okay, so we'll put those there. I'm using the same piece of scrap paper that I used in the video before. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, and we've got navy ink, and I've got my navy brush. Now there may still be some stuff on this from the class the other night, so I might not, you know, put a whole lot of ink on here. I'm just going to dab a little in the ink and then lightly start off the page and work your way on to the, it gives it like a two-tone effect, and it's kind of cool. It kind of makes it, to me, it feels like it's more, I don't know, frosty, Christmassy, makes it look more cold. And that's the look that I was going for. Let me get the original card back in here where you guys can see it, maybe right there. Okay, then we are also going to take our little hat, if I could pick it up, that we've cut out, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to kind of, I don't want to cover all the white, but I kind of wanted it to have a little more color to them, and so I ended up just sponging it. And sometimes you don't even have to re-dip it. You know, it already does it enough. So then we're going to put that there. Then we need our embossed piece that we have right here. Make sure I got my music notes. I think that's, nope, they're upside down. I think this is the right way. I could be wrong. I don't know. But this is how I'm going to put it. And I'm just going to dab it up a little bit. And I'm going to start up here. And I'm just going to work my way using whatever little bit of ink. Probably the ink that I had currently on there would have been enough. I probably wouldn't have even had to have dunked. You could try that first. And I'm just kind of slowly spreading it out a little bit, just at an angle, like that. So that's all I did. Now we've got our blending done. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put all our pieces together. So we've got our folded piece. Let's give that a really good crease so it lays flat for us. Then we're going to bring in some of the liquid glue, which this just makes stuff stick when you're using embossing stuff, like I said. I like to use this better. And then we'll center that on here, just like so. Then we have got this piece. Oops, I got to bring the ink back in. I forgot one thing. We're going to stamp Warm Wishes in the navy ink here. And this is out of the kit, and we're going to stamp it right up here. Just like that. Mine's a little crooked, but it'll be okay. It's a homemade card. That's what they tell me. All right, again, I'm going to use the liquid glue because it will stick better onto the embossed piece. I'm going to stick that right here, a little bit down maybe. There we go. Hold it to let it adhere to all those embossed pieces that are on there. There we go. Then we have our little snowflake. I gave everybody one of these little iridescent like snowflakes, and you have to take it out very carefully out of the paper so you don't rip it. Okay, and all I'm going to do is you can either use some liquid adhesive or a glue dot. I'm going to use a glue dot, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle of that. And then I'm just going to angle this on here so that it's on the page, so it's not hanging off anywhere, but also not covering up my words. So then I'm going to stick it right there, just like so. So cute. Now on your little gnome here, I'm going to zoom this in so maybe you guys can see it a little better. Let me zoom in, maybe. I don't know. There we go. It's white, so it's kind of hard. So I'm trying to put this white piece over top of this mess. Sometimes it's easier to see, but I'll hold it up. There is grooves in your little piece here. There's a spot right for your gnome and a spot right where to put your hat. So we are going to do that first. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here on the nose, and then a little bit of glue here. I can't tell if glue is even coming out of this. I don't want to squeeze. Oh, it's coming out now. See, I didn't want to squeeze and then it all come out. Sorry if I was off camera. I just wanted to make sure the glue was coming out, and it was. So then we're going to put our little nose in here. Like that. And then I'm going to pick this up so I could see what I'm doing. Okay, the nose shows right where it goes, and then this hat, it shows right where the grooves that are on there, right where to put your hat. I thought that was like the coolest thing. And then I just added a little bit of glue right to the bottom part of the pants here. There was one other thing that I thought would be cute because you can't really see them in my first one, and I think I want to do it on this one just to show you. And it might be cute. It might be, it might not be. But I want to take a white gel pen, and there's these little X's in the groove of the shoes, and I just want to make them stand out. Okay, let me find this one. It's right here. I think that's cute. I'll show you. Now, I didn't do it on the first one, so you don't have to if you don't want to, but that's what I did. Now, let me zoom you guys back out. So, oops, sorry. So that way you guys can see what I'm doing the rest of the card here. So now I'm just going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of him. Put one up here in his hat. I'm going to try and make sure I overlap where the stuff comes together so that way it's on here good. And I'm going to take a couple minis and I'm going to put them on the feet. Yeah, there we go. Looks funny. It needs one there. I don't know. It'll probably be lopsided if I didn't put one there. I don't want any lopsided cards. Okay. All right. Yeah, I couldn't see if I took that off. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Before you put this card down, everybody, mine's not going to have it because I'd have to rip it up and I put it down with glue. Make sure you put your piece of ribbon. I forgot to add my ribbon. The ribbon is supposed to go on before you attach this to the card. I did not do that, so I'm not going to put it on unless I make a bow or something. But it looks good without it too. So I'm just going to add my little gnome right here. And then I'm going to get out my iridescent gems that if you got these last month. They were doing an early release on some stuff, and this was something you got free if you ordered some of the new stuff that came out during World Card Making Day. If you did not, it's okay, don't worry. It'll be in the January mini catalog that will be coming out for everybody to order. But these are so, so pretty. So there I added the gems. I don't think if I tied this in a knot anywhere or did anything, if it would look even cute any place. No, I'm just going to leave it off on that one. So you got a choice now, everybody, one with it or without it. So if you do want it with the ribbon, tuck it under add it on before you attach the music notes to the card base. So these are the cards, and that is it, and I will be back with card number 4. Bye-bye.